What's up everybody? For today's video, I thought it would be a cool idea to go through and compare every season's DLC in the major Sims games. This isn't going to be a full exhaustive list of every feature, but mostly things I really like and things that I dislike about each of the packs, and I'll also give a letter grade to each one. So let's get into it. Starting off with Sims 2 Seasons, one thing that really makes this pack unique from the other games is that it's actually the only Seasons expansion to come with a new neighborhood. That definitely deserves some bonus points. It also comes with all the activities you'd expect, such as snowball fights and building snowmen. And there's actually a pretty decent amount of customization here in terms of the seasons themselves. So you can actually go in the settings and change the cycle of the seasons completely. If you only want your world to have summer and spring, you can go ahead and do that. And if for some reason you want summer to come right after winter, you can do that too. Besides seasons, this pack also came with gardening and fishing, with upgradable talent badges that work kinda like skills from the later games. But guys, where I really have to give Sims 2 Seasons the most amount of props is for the Penguin, my favorite NPC ever in the Sims franchise. And I don't know about you guys, but I feel like they nailed the plant sim design in Sims 2 above every other game. I mean, look at my sim. She looks like she belongs on a fucking can of green beans.
Ho ho ho. Green Giant.
Overall, Sims 2 Seasons is a very solid expansion, and considering it's the first time that they ever made a Seasons DLC, they did a pretty good job. Nonetheless, it deserves props for being the only Seasons expansion ever to come with a new neighborhood. All in all, I'll give Sims 2 Seasons a B. Now on to Sims 3. Not only does Sims 3 Seasons add in all the activities that you'd expect, but it also goes above and beyond to bring new activities into the game, such as building igloos and even carving pumpkins. This was also the first Seasons pack to ever come with holidays, which are a ton of fun to play around with. So there are 4 holidays and there's going to be one for each season. During winter they have Snowflake Day, which is basically Christmas, where Sims can throw a gift giving party and they might even get a fat holiday bonus from their career. There's also Spooky Day in the fall, where child Sims can go out trick-or-treating, and older Sims might get invited to a Halloween party. Not only did they add in holidays as a new feature, but they also took it to the next level by introducing festivals. So each season is going to come with its own themed festival. For example, in spring, I can't remember the exact name of the festival, but it's centered around the idea of love and romance. And depending on that theme, the layout of the festival ground is actually going to change from season to season. There's going to be different activities for your Sims to take part in each season, and overall it's just a ton of fun. This pack also added in some amazing new drinks that you can get from the concession stands, such as hot chocolate and eggnog. Another really cool thing about the festival ground is that each one is actually unique to the world that it's in. From what I've seen, pretty much every single world in the game has its own festival ground, including worlds from the expansions and from the Sims 3 store. It's a lot of fun getting in and seeing the different layouts that they came up with, and if there's one that you don't like in a certain world, you can always just delete it and pick a different one from the long list that they have. There's also colds, the flu, seasonal allergies, and Sims can even go to the hospital to get vaccinated. And for a pack that's about seasons and weather, I feel like Sims 3 has the best weather system in the series. Overall, it just feels super immersive, especially during heavy snow and thunderstorms. The seasons themselves are also the most customizable they've ever been in Sims 3, with the game letting you set the exact length for each season, and you can even disable certain seasons altogether. Overall, Sims 3 Seasons knocks it out of the park with gameplay and customization, making it my favorite Seasons expansion in the series. The only thing really holding this pack back, in my opinion, are the lack of customization with holidays. But nonetheless, it's still an amazing pack, and Sims 3 Seasons for me gets an A. Finally, we have Sims 4. One aspect that makes Sims 4 Seasons stand out above the rest, like I just mentioned, is the ability to make your own holidays from scratch. This can be a ton of fun to play around with, and it's so much fun recreating sim versions of real life holidays. In Sims 3, you're limited to the same 4 holidays that come with the pack, but in Sims 4, there's pretty much limitless opportunities. But one aspect that really holds these holidays back is that EA never updated the activities as they continue to release new DLC. So because of that, you're pretty much stuck to base game activities while you're creating these holidays. Another feature I really love with Sims 4 Seasons is the indoor heating and cooling system. So now your Sims are going to get uncomfortable if it gets too hot or too cold inside the house. And to help combat this, you're going to have to buy a thermostat. Now obviously this is a really small feature, but I feel like it does a lot for the immersion and just the life simulation aspect of the game. Sims 4 Seasons does not come with festivals, which in my eyes is a huge L. In terms of illnesses, the only one added in this pack is the cold. The pack also comes with flower arranging and the beehive, which personally I don't think I've ever used. And I have to shout out Sims 4 Seasons for being the only pack in the Sims franchise to not bring a new occult into the game. Sims 4 does let you change the length of each season, but it's very limited. You can only choose the length in number of weeks, and each season is going to be the same length. You can't go in and disable certain seasons or change the cycle like you could in the older games. So when it really all boils down to it, the only features I actually use out of this pack are the thermostat and the holidays. For a seasons expansion, it really feels like it's missing a lot of the seasons type gameplay that we had in the older games. Yeah, sure, we can make snow angels and build igloos, but I mean, that's not really adding anything new to the franchise. These are things that have been in the older games. After playing every seasons expansion in the series, Sims 4 Seasons definitely starts to feel pretty limited, especially for the newest entry. The lack of seasonal festivals for me is a huge turnoff, and the holiday customization is nice, but very limited since EA was too lazy to make it cross-pack compatible. With that being said, Sims 4 Seasons is just an average expansion, and I wouldn't consider it a must-have at all. Sims 4 gets a C. So these are my ratings for every Seasons DLC across Sims 2, Sims 3, and Sims 4. I realize everyone is going to have their own opinion on this, so feel free to let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I think it'd be a lot of fun to compare some other packs as well, such as Pets and University. Let me know if that's something that you guys would want to see, and as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Jacoby Plays. I'll see you guys in the next one.